several new big things were announced by Twitch today. So the first big change is that Twitch will soon finally be supporting AV1 and HEVC, which essentially means that you'll be able to stream at higher quality without increasing your bitrate. And second, Twitch will soon be allowing you to send multiple video streams at different quality settings for viewers that have slower internet.
This new feature will allow streamers to transmit up to 5 concurrent streams to Twitch at different resolutions and quality, so each viewer can receive the optimal experience.
We won't talk too much about the first piece of news because honestly, it's pretty cut and dry. AV1 support is obviously an amazing thing. You'll be able to get much cleaner looking streams and potentially even stream at 1440p and 4K. Now, not everybody will be able to take advantage of AV1 support right now because you still need an RTX 4000 series graphics card or an Intel Arc GPU in order to take advantage of that. But a lot of people seem to have glossed over that they also announced HEVC support, which way more people have access to. You don't need a 4000 series GPU for that. HEVC is not quite as clean as AV1, but it's still better than H.264. By the way, I literally just woke up, so I am not privy to all of the news that got announced. I didn't even put my pants on yet, but I haven't seen anything talking about an increased bitrate cap, so I'd still like to see Twitch increase the bitrate limit, but this is still great news. There's just not really much to talk about here. Don't really have a hot take here to give you. But the second news item, that I do have some thoughts on because it sounds good. Right now you have a choice. You can either stream at a really high bit rate, which at the moment the highest is 8,000 kilobits per second, but then potentially make your stream unwatchable for people that have slower internet. Or you could just stream at a lower quality to make your stream more accessible, but then your stream doesn't look as good. But with this new change, you don't have to decide. You can just stream at multiple quality settings and then let your viewers decide what quality setting works best for them. But here's the thing, YouTube offers transcoding for everyone, not just partnered streamers. Transcoding is what gives quality options in the bottom right of your stream. On Twitch, only partners have access to guaranteed transcoding. Affiliates get transcoding, but only if they have the resources available. So my initial reaction was like, okay, hold on, this sounds like bullshit, okay? They're making us pay for all of the transcoding, pay for all the extra network bandwidth, and then they're selling this idea as if this is some kind of benefit to the streamer. That sounds kind of sneaky because encoding your stream 5 times is already expensive enough. You also need the extra bandwidth to send 5 streams to Twitch. So this just sounds like yet another way for Twitch to cut costs, and that feels kind of shitty when Twitch already takes 50% of her revenue. But I slept on it a bit more. My thoughts now are a little bit more understanding. So I firmly believe that Twitch really honestly tried to offer transcoding for all of their affiliates, but they probably just determined that it's just not going to be economically viable. Transcoding is already very expensive. There's a reason why they don't offer it for every streamer. So allowing the streamer to do the transcoding instead of Twitch just seems like their way of saying, hey, we're never going to be able to get to a spot where we can offer transcoding for everyone, so here's our compromise. The only other alternative is for Twitch to do nothing and then your viewers get no quality options. So from Twitch's perspective, I kind of understand what they're doing now. It is still a little unclear exactly how this is all going to work, but just to be clear, they're not taking transcoding away from anyone, at least for now. Transcoding is still going to be available for partners, and it will be available to some affiliates, provided that Twitch has enough resources to do that. But I am still curious how this is all going to work, because right now, you don't know if you'll get transcoding until you go live. And if I was still an affiliate, I would gladly handle all of the transcoding on my own PC, but only if Twitch didn't already have the allocation for me. If they have the allocation for me, I'd rather them do the transcoding so I don't have to. A lot of this stuff is still fluid, nothing is set in stone, so I'm sure this will become a lot clearer as this feature gets out of beta. I still think it's kind of shitty that we're the ones paying for all the extra resources to transcode our own streams on our end, even though I understand that it probably wasn't Twitch's choice to begin with. But my hope is that with all of these cost-cutting measurements and with all these ads that Twitch keeps forcing down our throats, my hope is that this eventually leads to Twitch expanding their 70-30 splits. Last year, Twitch announced the Partner Plus program, where if you maintain 350 paid subs, that doesn't include gifted subs, for 3 months in a row, your sub split gets increased from 50-50 to 70-30 for the next 12 months. I actually think that's a really great change. It actually gives you something tangible to work towards, but I hope that Twitch is able to save even more money to bring in more people into that program, and then ideally give 70/30 to everyone. Except I'm probably asking for too much. So that's probably not going to happen. I'll probably be dead by the time that happens. Or you know what? Maybe they can give us the option to give up our transcoding allocation in exchange for that higher sub split. So right now I'm a Twitch partner. I feel like I've said that like 3 times. I'm not trying to show off or anything, but like, it's not a big deal. But I'm a Twitch partner, so that guarantees me access to transcoding. But I would gladly give up my own guaranteed transcoding allocation if that means I get to keep more of my money from my subs. Obviously, I have no idea if this is something that's actually economically viable, and like, Twitch isn't stupid. They've obviously discussed this internally. But if transcoding is Twitch's biggest expense right now, which I'm pretty sure that it is, I will gladly take on some of their load. Let that simmer a bit for you. It's now a day later, and I need to update my thoughts. Yesterday, I was a little bit harsh. I kept on saying that Twitch is making us transcode. I shouldn't have said it that way, because they're not taking away anything about how the current transcoding system works. They're just providing another alternative to guarantee yourself transcoding, whereas today, there's no way to do that. Initially, I thought it was kind of shitty that we're the ones that are transcoding on our PCs when I thought Twitch should have done it. But having thought about it a bit more, I actually think this is a really incredibly creative move by Twitch's part. Twitch saves a bunch of money, and you not only get guaranteed transcoding, but you get to use modern encoders, which means higher quality, and it's lower latency. So I take back this tweet here, okay? This was a shit tweet. I'm gonna keep it up because I'm gonna own it, but this is a bad tweet. Now, there was some more news that came out yesterday. It turns out that Twitch also laid off a lot of their staff, I think 35% of their staff. So even though Twitch is saving a lot of money from transcoding, my theory that we're eventually gonna see Twitch expand the 70/30 split to more people kind of seems a lot more doubtful now. That being said, over the past year, we've already seen Twitch do a lot of stuff that we never thought they'd do before. They already expanded the 70/30 split to more people with the Partner Plus program, ironically by cutting the pay of the top earners on Twitch. But today, there's a lot more people that qualify for that 70/30 split that a year ago never would have had any chance. And last year, they also laid off a bunch of people, and they still did that, which surprised the hell out of me. We've also seen them change their mind on multi-streaming. We've seen them invest in an actual discovery feed. We've seen them support actual vertical format content. So as unlikely as it is, and I know that it's unlikely, but this is gonna be my hot take for the video. I don't think it's going to come anytime soon, but I think at some point, Twitch is going to expand the 70/30 split to more people. I don't know when that's going to be, but right now you need 350 paid subs to qualify for that split. I think at some point in the future, we're going to see that number lower. I don't think they're going to give it to every single streamer, maybe not even every partner, but I think that 350 number, I think that's going to go down. So that's my hot take. Now, they're not just going to give us a higher split because like we asked for it. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, we need to give something up. There needs to be some kind of compromise, and I believe that offloading the transcoding to our PCs instead of on Twitch's servers, I believe that is the compromise. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so if you think I'm wrong, just let me know down below and be like, Nutty, you're stupid and that's never gonna happen, homie, you're delusional. But anyway, guys, if you're interested in trying out the enhanced broadcaster thing, just go to your Twitch dashboard. There should be a button where you can request early access. So go to your dashboard now, check it, make sure you click on that. And yeah, if you guys want more rants about streaming things, I'm probably never going to do this again because I might get roasted. But yeah, okay, you can subscribe or whatever. I'm still not wearing pants, by the way. This is literally a day later. It's just, I figure I'm at home. Who's gonna know? All right, cool. See you guys tomorrow. There should be another video this week. Thanks guys for watching. Goodbye.